Hello everybody, my name is Henrox and I hope you're all having a great day out here in the Sunless Seas. And we just reached the Empire of Hands and we're on Fountainhead Island. And I want to do some exploring, I want to do some treasure hunting, and we're gonna go search for a temple in the forest. The Vault of the First Emperor. It stretches through the forest in a number of styles, each designed by the whims of the latest Pentecost apes who felt it needed to be made grander. It would take a dedicated team to break in and uncover its secrets. Perhaps you will bring one here later. Well, maybe. Alright, nothing special there then. So, let's go to the Ash Isthmus. The man or ape claims this volcanic remnant between islands. Haunted, they say. Ridiculous. The trip over offers little time to think on the Penties. Technically, they are monkeys rather than apes, but it is not tactful to remind them of this. To their high-souled faces, they accept the name. The accepted name is Pentecost apes. In private, though, the bloody monkeys is about as common. It is, one might say, an ad hominem insult. Enter the forest. Wide natural paths run between clumps of trees, softly lit by dimly green glow. The occasional glimmer of false stars through the canopy. Only the cranking of leaves and the soothing sound of water breaks the serenity of the volcano-forged paradise. I think we're gonna relax in a hot spring first, before we search for supplies. A moment for yourself. You slip out of your itchy clothes into the welcoming caress of hot, deep water. The salts and sweat of sailing life melts away as you simply float, bare and free. Above, fall stars glimmer bright enough to be worth wishing on. All around, the glow of trees cast ambient calm and silent peace. How long has it been since you had a moment like this? Since London? Longer? Thought for the east. From here, the lights of home are just a memory. The sea is blacker, its tails more guarded. It's not enough to simply keep sailing. No one who try ever return home. Perhaps that is the price demanded by salt, as you're overheard by the crew darkly murmur when they think no one hears. That doesn't mean that... Wait, what was that? It sounded like giggling. A tiny blonde girl perches, watching on a rock. Her innocent grin is spiced with mischievous glee. But she giggles like an imp. The look on your face at being caught bathing in her hot spring, and the one that floods onto you as she scoops up your clothes. Well... Shipwrecked as a baby raised by the Empire of Hands, she now plays between the worlds of apes and men. Neither quite one once you shout, or there will be trouble. Curse these relaxed limbs. She waits, grinning innocently, until you emerge from the hot spring with nothing but your strategically placed hands for modesty. Before you get close enough, though, she bolts from her crouched position and into the forest on all fours, scampering a run that turns every rock and fallen tree to a springboard. Dang it! You cannot return to the crew like this. I chase the monkey into the forest. The branches scrape against your skin. The damp mud squishes between your toe. There is no sign of the monkey foundling, but her tracks are easily followed. The footprints lead here. She is not even attempted to hide them. It is as if she wants you to follow. Your hands slap your stinging buttocks. The little stone lands in the dirt as a familiar giggle comes from above. You look to see the monkey foundling dangling upside down from a branch by her legs, a blowpipe in hand and a bag just out of reach. Tantalizingly so. Taking a deep breath, you politely, very politely request that she return your darned clothes now. The monkey foundling listens and gives it some thought, tapping her blowpipe against her lips as she decides, say please. Please. Pretty please? Pretty please, with an imaginary sherry on top. Pretty please? Hey. Pretty please. Pretty, 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 please. Pretty, 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 please. You appear to have pretty, pretty pleased. She decides you deserve a reward. She fishes in her bag and generously throws you a sock. A single solitary sock. She learns a few nurse swear words as she races off across the benches. Nearly doubled up with laughter. I'm gonna pursue. As you spot the looped rope in time to jump over it, avoiding what would otherwise have been a nasty trip in the air, the monkey foundling looks disappointed. This is not one of your regrets. The chase continues. The monkey foundling slides down a vine in front of you. She sticks out her tongue and scampers through a break in the trees. It's a place that skunks would think twice of entering, if the Empire of Hands has such creatures. The monkey foundling, of course, is unconcerned, as much at home here as high in the branches, or running the forest paths. She almost dances effortlessly across a thin fallen tree that crosses the mire, surrounded by the foulest bubbling mud that has ever invaded your nostrils. She balances in the middle, daring you to try and follow. Pranks? Yeah. You'll show her how they're done. You kick the tree as hard as you can. The monkey foundling's eyes widen in surprise as her balance slips. She fights to recover, but her bare feet slips on the trunk and she falls with a cut-off scream as she disappears into the foul marsh slime. There's only silence and a few fading ripples, but then she explodes out, first gasping for air, and then laughing and laughing as she splashes to shore in a noxious splatter of brown and green. She turns and salutes you, white teeth shining under all the muck. This time, she beckons before she scampers into the woods, leaving a stinky trail in her wake. Whatever the game was, you suspect you just won it. Yeah, well, there you go. Small hut in the middle of the forest. This is where the monkey foundling lives, but why would she lead you here of all places? The monkey foundling herself is nowhere to be seen, but she's left you something. It sits outside the hut, carefully placed by a large happy face drawn in the black sand, a little prize for being such a good sport. Your clothes, however, are nowhere to be seen. Of course, as the monkey part of her would no doubt demand, where would be the fun in that? Yeah, well, let's return to the ship. Your crew reacts with the expected amount of sympathy to your naked return, which is to say exactly none. By the time you board the ship, every last crew member is on hands to see and cheer, with more than a couple letting off flares as impromptu fireworks. It is many, many days before the needling ceases and you are able to give an order without first scouring at it for innuendo. On the plus side, it does boost at least the rest of the ship's mood while it lasts, and you have a new treasure for your collection. You've had worse days. Indeed, I have. Let's go to Heartsake Island. The Admiralty has never been stated precisely why it seeks to keep the Empire confined, though most opposition to it fades once said opposers actually encounter a Pentecost ape. They have been easy to corral, however, though they do not lack wit. There is not an inventive bone in their hairy body, and no amount of stolen humanity has taught them the art of creating engines. The Lost Treasure Hunter. He squints at a map, muttering coherently. North for each city the bats have brought down. He wipes his brow. Have you seen a big X on the ground by any chance? I got these 4 map pieces that got me this far and said X would mark the spot, but I can't find the X anywhere. He looks at the map sadly. I thought it should be here. Now where am I supposed to dig? He's too busy to talk right now, but adds he will be in the village later if you want to trade adventuring supplies. Don't try the meatballs, he warns. Just don't. Alright, well, I'll approach the village. An explosion almost takes off your head. Sorry about that, booms the boisterous pirate, lowering a smoking blunderbuss as bits of shattered tree rain down. New arrival, are we? Well, if you haven't got a tail, you're all right by me. He squints, momentarily suspicious. You don't have a tail, do you? Wouldn't put it past the thieving little buggers to go shaving one of their own. Wouldn't know fair play if it kicked them up right the arse. His voice is louder than that his blunderbuss. The coagulated meat juices in his thick beard are better not considered. They seem a friendly sort. Yeah, let's go here then. Do they have any shops? No. Prepare a comprehensive port report. Alright, well. Look for a rowboat. You take a note to return earlier. Desperate measures. Well, let's sacrifice to stone. An unlikely find. You now have 1 fuel. Sailing the Empire of Hands. Alright, well, we have to go. And we'll continue going south. We have fuel, so there's no problem. It's cool. It's cool. Yeah. We'll go south. South is fine. At least there's no sun down in the south. Fuel reserves are empty. Make a sacrifice to salt. What the? I'm returning to the King Eater's castle. The old Vorva city lives here, in the far reaches of the sea. The priests are long gone, but sacrifices are still made. Perhaps the sacrifice is you. Compile a port report. It's not really an appropriate title for a formal report, is it? Let's find something a little bit more clinical. Well, there's nothing here. We need fuel, so sacrifice the salt. Ah, and we came back here. Of course we did. Alright, let's just go. Let's just go. Get out of here. We'll sacrifice to storm. We'll see. We'll get going. We'll go away a bit. We'll see when our fuel runs out, and we'll see how far we've gotten from King Eater's castle. I'm not gonna sacrifice my crew. That's insane. Let's search among the supplies. I was unlucky. I'll do it again. Ah, there we go. I have a piece of fuel. And 1 piece of supplies. Is that a sea of statues? That doesn't sound wrong at all. Alright. Well, maybe there's a port nearby where they will buy our silk. And we can buy fuel and supplies now. Control yourself. You dig your nails into palms of your hands, pacing the ship. The sorrow retreats like mist to the borders. You master yourself, but the taste of salt remains. Alright. We're running out of fuel again. We can make it. I bet we can. Come on. There's light here, or a fog bank at least. You approach Varshus, the mirrored city. Alright. Maybe there's some fuel here I can buy. Oh, I don't have Salt's attention. That's bad. We got no supplies now. That's great. We have no fuel, no supplies, no nothing. And I don't know where the nearest dock is. We'll never reach it. We've got nothing. We're stuck out here in sea. Ay. Well, Let's sacrifice some crew. No? Ah! Let's do it again! I have 6 fuel and 1 crew. Alright. Okay. Fine. We're back. Oh god. Alright, you know what? Oh, jellyfish. Oh, jellyfish. You know what? I think we're dead. Oh. That's the end, my friends. The end of the Sunless Sea. I'm not gonna keep playing. It was fun, but it's not the kind of thing you do for a Let's Play. So we'll end it here. I didn't intend to die here. I just want you to know I've actually played this quite a lot before, and I did a trip like this once before where I just let go of everything and sailed east and south and west and everywhere, and it went fine. I just didn't die. I couldn't die. But now it's all over. It's gone, and I'd like to thank you all for watching. And I'm gonna find another game that lends itself more for Let's Plays, and a game that I like. And I have a couple of ideas. So yeah, keep a lookout on the channel and on my Facebook. And we'll see. Goodbye.